Assalamu alaikum, my name's Abdul Karim, and today I'm going to be talking to you about, now this is kind of a spooky story, it's about the Shaytan and a visitation from the Jinn at Maghrib hour. So let's jump in and get the story going. So, it began one night, I was at home, it was my day off, Maghrib time came, we make wudu, and we're doing it right on time. So Maghrib was, the adhan was going, and as soon as it finished we went to do the prayer. We made our salah, and during the salah, like at this time, the bedroom light was off, right? And imagine the door outside was slightly open, so it's a little bit open, and the light on the hallway outside was on, and you could see the light, like a shaft of light into the room. And as soon as we started doing our salah, you hear dogs barking. And as soon as dogs start barking, there's a chance that the jinn, the Shaytan, might be visiting. So with this, dog barking, I thought, okay, this is a test from Allah. You shouldn't be thinking during prayer, but I knew that this in my heart, like this was a test from Allah. So I just continued. I just ignored it and continued. And then right near the end, it said Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum. I saw a shadow, like basically you can see from the shaft, because it was shaft of light. I was right near my mat, and I saw a shadow go past the door. And actually the door closed, and there's no one else in the house, just me and my wife, and she's right next to me, right? And I think to myself, I'm prayer's done, and I'm thinking, awesome. And most people are like, I'm freaked out, this is Shaytan, this is Jinn, so what do I do? Okay, first start, calm down, stop freaking out, it's gonna be fine. Firstly, I turned to my wife and said, hey look, there's a jinn here. And then I'm like, it's a good thing. And she gives me that look, and I'm like, yeah, because if you think about it, the jinn, their very existence is proof that Islam is real, If you think of it in that terms, like basically them being there, their presence in that room is further proof that if they are real, then that means Allah is real. That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is real, that means the angels are real. So it's basically, it's kind of reverse psychology, but it works, right? Just the mere fact that they are there proves that everything else is true, because that's part of everything, right? So it's not just like one thing, everything's separate. Like, why would they come to disturb you while you're praying? And as soon as I said that, right, the shadow went back the way it came, right? And the dog stopped barking within 10 seconds. It's almost like I caught them out. They're like, oh, I've been caught. They know what my plan is, because I can tell. You just know that they're just there to disturb you, right? They're gonna rattle the windows. They're gonna move some stuff about, just to really, disturb your mind, especially like when you're making salah. So if this thing happens, you're making salah, you got your head on the ground, and suddenly you hear, ooh, if there's a kid in the house, you should tell them afterwards, But if you hear like weird noises, dogs start barking, strange stuff starts happening, whatever you do, don't put your focus on that. There was a hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him, where he was making salah and this boy came to him and he didn't do anything. Just like this boy, and when you just know there's something not right about that kid, they're not like you. It's like an instinct, human instinct. If they're human or not human, and you're there. And he was making salah, and by the time he was done, he looks at this kid, and he goes out to reach them, and the kid jumped back, and he jumped over the wall. So imagine, like, I don't know where he was doing the prayer, but imagine outside and there's a big wall around, and this kid jumps over, and that's when the Prophet, peace be upon him, knew that this kid was not like, a human, because humans don't jump over walls. Unless they're like really short, they don't like fly over walls, So the Shaytan, the jinn, they like to make like people are scared of them. It's like, what would you do if you saw a jinn in this room, a shayateen? People, I'll freak out, hide it. It's like, why? They can't do anything to you. In order for them to harm you, they need to be in like great numbers, they need to be like empowered. I mean, just you having faith is stronger than anything that they can throw at you. So remember your Abdul, remember your Maker, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Listen to the teachings of the Prophet, and please, Ummah of Islam, I'm calling you to goodness. Please watch my videos, subscribe, and please come to goodness. Remember, the Day of Judgment could be right around the corner, and you could be asked to account for these things which you're doing now. I mean, you'll be asked to account, why did you look up when this weird creature entered the room? Like, why couldn't you just finish your salah? So remember to finish the salah, focus on the salah, because the shayateen's going to try to distract you. So please, focus on the salah. Please, whatever happens, some weird creature comes into your room, unless it's like biting you on the head, or like if it's an actual animal like attacking you, please don't break the focus of your salah. So please, brothers and sisters in Islam, come to goodness. Watch my videos and come to goodness. I'm inviting you to goodness. Allahu Akbar, Allah.